Hector, where are you? The date will change soon. I'm getting sleepy, so I'm going to bed.
Oh, Annabelle.
You're in a good mood, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm having a drink with my colleagues. I'll be home soon, so please leave the door unlocked.
Hey, remember what I said this morning? Tomorrow is the 3rd anniversary of my father's death, so I'm going to the memorial service. I have to get up early tomorrow morning. I can't bear it if you smell like alcohol. Are you sure you're okay drinking that much?
I'm fine. Just as usual. I'm a strong drinker. Besides, it's only the second bar. It's not over yet.
Listen, Hector, I understand how you feel. It's totally fine to go out for drinks. But when you have important things to do the next day, like this time, I'd like you to hold off a little. It's part of the etiquette for the people around you. You're a grown-up man.
I know that, but my colleague said he wanted to go today, so I should accompany him. Don't you think so? It's my responsibility.
I understand, but I think you need to reschedule it this time. I've told you about my father's memorial service a month ago, haven't I? You knew about it in advance, so you should at least adjust the schedule of your drinking party.
I don't think you understand, Annabelle. I need to prioritize my colleague because it's important to socialize outside work. You can't just keep prioritizing your own schedule. Do you understand?
Well, yes, of course. I think it's very important to socialize with colleagues outside work. But this isn't a good timing for that. Please remember that tomorrow's memorial service was scheduled first. That's why I think it's normal to prioritize the memorial service.
Don't be so harsh. I didn't say that I won't go with you. I promise I'd be there tomorrow. What I do the day before isn't related to that. I'm not bothering you anyway.
That's true, but you remember that, don't you, Hector? It was my cousin's wedding 2 months ago. The day before the wedding, you went to a drinking party and came home late saying that I have nothing to worry about. Then, on the day of the wedding, you couldn't get up in the morning and we were almost late. You had to go to the bathroom during the ceremony because of hangover. People around us seemed to notice your alcoholic smell. I was so embarrassed, you know.
That was a long time ago. Don't hold on to it forever. It's already past, so don't complain about it now. After all, I made it to the wedding. You can't just blame me for everything.
Seems that you don't understand about what I was trying to say. When the bride and groom came to greet the guests, you weren't there. My cousin asked me where you were, and I didn't know what to say. For your information, it was totally embarrassing. I don't want that to happen again tomorrow, so please do me a favor by coming back home early today.
You're being so persistent, aren't you? We're having a good time here. Can you please stop interrupting me? I'm having fun. It's still past midnight anyway. I'm going to visit another bar, which is the last one, and then I'll go home. If I go to the right place tomorrow, you won't complain, right?
The last one, huh? If you do that, I know you'll be home at around 2 in the morning. Besides, you won't be able to catch the last train if you don't rush your way to the nearest train station now. How are you going to come back home? I can't pick you up.
I'll make it in time. I'll just have a quick drink and go home right away. Don't worry about that. I'll catch the last train. Leave it to me. I'm not a drunken teenager who can't even think rationally. You should trust me.
It's not like that, but I understand. Are you taking your medicine today? I don't want you to end up with a hangover again.
Oops, I forgot. I remembered before I went out for a drink. It's been too long since I've had a drink, so I was too excited that I forgot to take my medicine.
No, hey, you just went for a drink 3 days ago. You go out for a drink quite often. I guess you could have come home early today.
Jeez, I didn't know that you're so persistent. I was looking forward to going out for drinks today. You should think about my situation too. I told you that I'll be home in time by catching the last train today, and I'll go to the memorial service tomorrow with you. That's enough. You're my wife. Don't get in the way when I'm having fun.
Okay then, you're right. I shouldn't bother you, I'm sorry. I got a little too upset. I'll leave the front door unlocked. Be careful when you get home. Sorry to bother you again. I just finished taking a bath, so I'm really going to bed. You'll be home soon, right? Is it okay if I go to bed first?
Oh, sorry. I missed the last train.
Seriously? What are you going to do?
I promised you that I'll catch the last train, so I tried to rush to the nearest train station, but I just couldn't make it in time. I must be too old that I couldn't run fast to catch the last train.
No, that's not what I meant. You're too optimistic. What are you going to do tomorrow if you missed the last train? I told you, we have to leave at 8 a.m. to catch the train tomorrow.
I don't know what I'm going to do. I'll think about the solution. I'll make sure to be there on time. I mean, do we have to leave so early? I wanted to relax a little more.
My mom said that we could come and stay the day before. We talked about it, and yet it was you who said that we should just catch the train in the morning, remember? Besides, I told you in advance. If you left the party early and went to bed straight away, it wouldn't be a problem. I don't care if it's a weekly thing. It's just for tomorrow, so you should have rescheduled the drinking party.
You don't understand, Annabelle. I don't have the concept of leaving a drinking party early. No matter how many plans I have for the next day or how little sleep I get, I always make it a policy to enjoy drinking parties to the fullest. You know that better than anyone else, don't you?
That's not the point. I wouldn't have said so much if the next day's errands were only for you. But it's for both of us. I know I've been saying this over and over again. But you are an adult, Hector. That's why you should behave like one.
I'm sorry I missed the last train. I'll be home on time tomorrow. Don't be so uptight. But are you sure you don't need to go to bed right away? You're always worried about me, but you maybe oversleep too.
You're right. I have to get up early tomorrow, so I'm going to bed now.
Got it. I'm staying at my colleague's house, so I'll just have one more drink and then go to bed. Don't worry about it.
Well, do whatever you want. Good night.
Make sure you don't oversleep in tomorrow, okay?
Hector, are you awake? It's already 7 a.m.
Sorry, I just woke up. I'm leaving in a hurry.
See? I told you. That's enough. What time do you think it is now?
Let's see. Huh? It's already 9:30.
Yes, it's 9:30, and I'm already at my parents' house, and the memorial service will start in half an hour. Even if you come now, you won't make it on time anyway.
Really? I set my alarm and woke up at 6:30. I swear. But I fell asleep again.
Enough already. I don't want to hear your excuses. If you're sure you have to get up, you should be able to get up. If you couldn't wake up, you should have taken the last train home. I know you don't want to do that. You don't have to come here anymore. I don't even want you to come.
Hey, calm down. Why are you so angry? It's your father's memorial service. He's not my dad. I don't need to be there, do I? You should be glad that you made it on time.
Are you seriously saying that? I'm really stunned. I'm glad I've made up my mind.
Made up your mind? What are you talking about?
I'm breaking up with you. I'll tell everyone at the family gathering today.
What? Why would you do that? What's going on all of a sudden? If you're joking, it's not funny at all.
Joking? There's no way I would joke about something like this. I warned you so many times yesterday, and it was you who ruined everything. I trusted you.
Wait a minute. It was my fault. I'm sorry. I have no intention of getting a divorce at all. Please, forgive me.
I've already told my mother beforehand. I'll call your parents tonight after the memorial service. I'll go get your stuff too.
Oh, come on. Are you kidding me? I really woke up once, but I had a headache. When I realized I fell asleep again. It can't be helped. I'm so sorry, Annabelle.
You know what? I warned you yesterday, didn't I? I didn't want you to end up with hangover like what happened during my cousin's wedding. I was very insistent about what I said, but you just refused to listen to me.
Well, that's true, but...
You didn't take it seriously. You said you were fine, and then you missed the last train, and then you couldn't get up. It's just not normal. You're not behaving properly as an adult.
I was planning to get up on time. Please forgive me.
Even if you had intended to get up, you didn't actually get up. No matter how many excuses you give me, I'm not going to change my mind. If you are having a headache and tired, just go back to sleep for the rest of your life. Well then, bye. I contacted Hector's parents and told them what happened. He's just too childish to become a husband. I didn't get any compensation because he didn't cheat on me. Hector finally realized that he was wrong, and we were able to get a divorce without any trouble. He had never done any housework, and since the divorce, he has been almost completely insulated from his parents and cannot rely on them. He must be having a hard time on his own. I think he deserves it. I'm now living a meaningful life at home with my mother. Hey, I need you to lend me some money. It's $20,000 in total. Please, you're the only one I can count on. Maggie, are you all right? What's going on? You and my son work together, right? I heard that both of you make a lot of money. I know that you have a huge amount of money in your savings account. I don't understand what you're talking about. What's wrong with you? Please explain it clearly. You're such a stupid wife that you can't even understand what I'm saying. Why don't you use your brain to think about it? With that amount of money you have, you could live for a month. That's right. Not just a month, but enough to live for a while. Anyway, I still don't understand. What do you need the money for? I got divorced yesterday. What? I didn't hear anything about it. Of course. That's because I didn't tell you. I can't believe it. Why? He was cheating on me. He betrayed me. I don't think we can be together anymore. Your husband betrayed you? I think you must be mistaken. You should check with him again. Are you taking his side? That's terrible. No, I'm just surprised because you were suddenly divorcing your husband. That's why I need money to live on my own. I'm not working, so I have no income, but I'm in trouble. But $20,000 is a lot of money. We can't afford it. Huh? You are both working and you don't even have savings with that amount? Unbelievable. What's the point of working? Oh, I know. You must be wasting your money by living a luxury life. I'm not wasting money. Please don't be rude to me. Besides, I have to pay the rent. Do you think I have enough money for that? Geez, well, I don't know what I can do to help you. You know what? I couldn't get a loan because I don't have a job, so I wrote down my son's name as a guarantor. Are you kidding me? I need to talk about that with Albert. You can't just decide that on your own. Is that really necessary? I'm in a lot of trouble. I think it's obvious to help a family member. It's not that simple. Asking to become a guarantor is a serious matter, no matter if you are a family member or not. You understand that, don't you? Albert is my son. It's only natural that you help your parents. I thought you understand about that. That's true, but it's a serious matter. We need to discuss it first. Our family's business is none of your business. I can't believe it. What kind of education did your parents give you? I'm married to your son, so I'm a member of this family too. How my parents educate me has nothing to do with this. From the moment we met, I knew that you were spoiled by your parents. You're such a bad and naive daughter. I was right about that. How rude of you. I don't care what you think about me. Please don't say bad things about my parents. I really should have stopped Albert from getting married to you. I didn't want him to marry you. Your parents didn't educate you well enough. I beg your pardon? What did you just say? Listen to me. I've always hated you. You took my precious son away from me, and now you're acting like you don't care at all. What? Of course not. I care about you and your son. I know that you're pretty and everyone pays more attention to you. You deceived Albert, didn't you? I don't know why he was deceived by a stupid woman like you. I didn't deceive him. You're a liar. I really hate you. I've never thought of you as my daughter. Oh my God. Maggie, why do you say such terrible things? Stop talking nonsense. Just lend me the $20,000 right away. It's for the sake of your parents. Do you understand? Did you talk to Albert? I've already signed the contract. I'm in trouble. Hey, say something.
My dad told me about that. Will you explain the details to me, Mom?
Albert? I thought I was talking to your wife.
No, it's me, your son. I don't know what's going on, so I asked my wife to let me talk to you directly. I heard that you got divorced from Dad.
Did you ask your dad about that? Yes, it's true. It was a big problem to me that I feel as if I were about to break down into pieces.
Really? Are you telling me that you're making excuses since the main cause of the reason was your affair?
What?
You cheated on Dad. I know that. Don't you dare to fool me. Why are you lying to me?
I'm not. You shouldn't talk to your own mother like that.
You cheated on Dad, and when he confronted you, you got upset. That's crazy.
Did your father say that?
Yes, he did. He was appalled. He said he was just trying to rebuild the relationship. Mom, you have no idea how Dad feels.
Because he kept complaining about the affair.
What do you mean? He said he's not going to help you anymore. That's obvious anyway. If I were my dad, I'd do the same. Do you realize what you've done to him?
What the heck? We're all here for each other. Why are you complaining like that?
It's more than a complaint. I heard that you put my name as your guarantor. That's a crime. Do you understand, Mom?
What? I mean, it's natural for children to take care of their parents, right?
Are you serious? I don't think you're supposed to say that.
Albert, you're my son, and you're supposed to take care of me. I'm in trouble, so you should help me since I'm your mother.
I don't care if you're my mother or not. I would never do that. Don't make assumptions without even asking. Look elsewhere and search for another guarantor.
Huh? What are you talking about at this point in time? I'm your mother. You must help me.
I'd feel sorry for my wife if I had to take care of such a sloppy mother like you. I'm ashamed of myself.
You're just like her. Why are you always so uptight? Why can't you be more flexible?
It's not about being uptight or not. It's just a matter of common sense. I can't believe this is really happening.
It can't be helped. I've already signed the contract. I don't have a choice. You have to pay for that. Think of it as helping me out and do something about it.
Oh, don't worry about it. I've already canceled the contract. That's why I don't have to pay.
You canceled the contract? Have you lost your mind, Albert? You can't do that.
Of course I can. You were using my name without my permission. You don't have my consent, so the contract is invalid.
Well then, what about my place to live? What about my future?
I don't know. You still wanted a divorce, didn't you?
I have no choice than to live together with you then. That's the best solution.
What are you talking about? There's no way I'd let you live at my place. I can't live with someone who doesn't have common sense.
That's the only way to solve this problem.
Have you forgotten the terrible things you said to my precious wife?
I have no idea what you're talking about. Well, I think it's just a misunderstanding.
A misunderstanding? Don't be silly. I've got solid evidence. Or are you too old to even remember yesterday's record?
Don't be too rude to me, Albert. I remember everything.
Yeah, you do remember. I never thought of you as a parent.
Oh no! Your wife made you say that, didn't she? Is that so? She wasn't a good wife at all. I told you not to get married to her.
That again. I've had enough. Anyway, can you just stay out of our lives from now on?
No! Wait a minute! What about me? Are you going to abandon your mother?
I'm not abandoning you. You're the one who caused all of this. You need to take your responsibility as a grown-up woman.
I can't believe it! Will I be able to see you again, Albert? Let me talk to your wife. I want to apologize.
What's wrong with you? I don't want you to do that. I feel sorry for my wife. I told you not to get involved anymore. Oh yeah, I'll tell you something good.
What is it? I'll do anything if you'll forgive me.
No, I won't forgive you, but you know what unemployment benefit is? I think you need it the most right now. Why don't you talk to the council office? They'll give you some friendly advice.
Hey, I'm sorry. I really am. I didn't think you'd be that mad at me.
Money talks. If this is how it's going to be now, it's going to be even worse in the future. For the sake of my wife's happiness, I'll cut ties with you once and for all.
Hold on a sec, Albert.
Well then, take care, Mom. Goodbye.
I don't really care about my mother-in-law, but I'm a bit curious. So I asked Albert about what happened to her after that, but he wouldn't tell me. I heard through the rumors that she has managed to live with her elderly parents. Since she is such a person with no common sense, she has not been able to keep a part-time job and seems to have been moving from job to job. I wonder what she's going to do with her elderly parents. Well, it's no longer my concern anymore. As for us, we have been blessed with our long-awaited first child and are now living peacefully together as a family. We have no intention of letting the child see her grandmother, at least not at this time.
Thanks for watching. If you liked this video, give us a thumbs up, hit subscribe, and leave us a comment down below. It means a lot to us. See you next time!